Hello and welcome to episode 43 of the Statesmanship Project. In this episode, I want to discuss some ideas on germ theory. I was over at my stepbrother's house last week, and his wife was home, and I was showing her pictures of the trip that my wife and I took to Switzerland, and she said, "I'm not going to come near you, and I'm not going to touch your phone because I don't want to get you sick. I have my daughter's cold," and they have a 4-year-old who's in like preschool, whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, bold of you to assume that you can impact my health outcomes. So this leads me to the discussion on germ theory. Let's say hypothetically that germ theory is true, and that you have an immune system, and that immune system gets stronger by fighting off different bugs, different viruses, if you will. And as you get older, presumably you encounter more and more stuff, and your immune system gets that much stronger. So then why is it that a cold that your 4-year-old gets is strong enough to make you, the 30-something, who has had 30-some years of practice, whose immune system has had 30-some years of practice, to fight this stuff off? How is it that that same bug makes you sick? It can't possibly be because it's new. I mean, think about it. If it was bad enough to make you that sick, imagine what it would do to someone who has no immune system. If your theory is true, it should absolutely kill them because your immune system is practiced, it's developed, it's strong, right? And if, in fact, this isn't the case, and your immune system doesn't exist, and it's not a virus, but it is a detox, well, this makes far more sense because you and your daughter share the same environment, you have the same food, and to a large extent you experience the same stressors. And so when it is time for one of you to purge, it is time for both of you to purge because you even share the same genetic composition. And so as you go through life and it comes time for you to purge, well, you're both probably going to do it at a similar time. And this is why people think that germ theory is real and that there are things that are viruses that make people sick. But if that was the case, then I would have gotten sick. But I didn't because I don't have an immune system, and neither does she. What I have are clean living habits and the ability to take full responsibility for my health outcomes. And this is how we want to live our lives, with full responsibility for everything in our life, including health outcome. And so it is important for us to take responsibility for our health and recognize that if we get sick, it's because our body needs to detox. It's not because there's some virus or germ or bug that's making us ill. It's because we have too much junk accumulated in our system and our body needs to get rid of it. This is how the body works. It is a self-cleaning, self-healing mechanism. And when you accumulate too much junk, your body needs to purge. And this is why you get quote-unquote sick. It is a good thing. You need to get rid of all of that crap in your system. And you end up very low energy because your body's spending so much energy purging. But if you live cleanly and you don't consume garbage and you're not polluting yourself with your environment or your thoughts or your actions, then you don't accumulate as much junk and you don't need to purge, or certainly purge as much or as bad or as often. And you'll see this, the evidence of this is apparent if you are in a very dusty place with a lot of dirt and mildew and crap in the air. You'll start sneezing and needing to blow your nose, and it gets runny and everything because this is a responsive purge. Your body wants to purge that stuff from getting into it and needs to get it out. And so when you have a cold, this is a longer form purge where your body is getting rid of stuff that it has had built up within itself. And you typically do this around stressful time, or around times after stress has alleviated, because your body will retain all this stuff until it's convenient for you to be down, to have downtime, to actually effectively and safely purge everything. And so this is why most people get sick around the holidays. It's not because it's quote-unquote flu season and there's a new flu bug going around. No, it's because You have just experienced a large amount of stress on your body, preparing for holidays, being around people that make you feel uncomfortable, and then eating ungodly amounts of food that is really not good for you. And you do this in Thanksgiving, and then you have a little bit of downtime, but you're preparing for Christmas. And then you go through Christmas and New Year, and then after that, you have nothing, and your body's like, oh, thank God. And that's when you get quote-unquote sick, because your body needs to purge all of the stuff that you just went through. And so this is why flu season is around January, February, because it is after the holidays at a point in time where people can slow down and de-stress, and they detox from all of the crap that they've just put their bodies through. So the next time someone, quote-unquote, doesn't want to get you sick, recognize that they can't get you sick. Your health outcomes are your responsibility, and you will only get sick when your body needs to purge something. Germ theory is a lie, and if you want to learn more about this, I recommend the work of Dr. Tom Cowan. I hope this has been helpful. It's a little bit of a briefer one today. If you like this content, please tune in and subscribe. And until next time, have a good day.